Welcome to this week's installment of A Few Minutes at Meucci's. Each week we bring you a short video where we talk about a museum artifact, something interesting about the museum structure, or an Italian custom or something to do with Italian culture. We normally tape our videos at the Garibaldi Meucci Museum, which is the New York City home of Italian inventor Antonio Meucci and his wife Esther. Unfortunately, this week we weren't able to do that because we had a few feet of snow in the Northeast, so it's prevented us from getting to the museum. So this week we're shaking it up a bit and we're doing a video live from my backyard in New York City. We wanted to tie in today's episode having to do with something with snowfall and something to do with Italy and snowfall. So one of our museum members discovered a little known tidbit about something that happened in Florence and snowfall, something unusual. We know that during the course of history, priceless works of art have been destroyed or permanently damaged. For example, works by Pablo Picasso or Salvatore Dali during World War II were destroyed by the Nazis because they were considered degenerate art. Certain alfresco works by Leonardo da Vinci were just simply painted over and to never be seen again. Now there's a masterpiece that we're going to tell you a little bit about, but it's a little something outside the box, a little something different. It's about a snowman. Okay, picture it. It's Florence, 1494. Yes, I said 1494, so we're going back a long time. In January of 1494, Florence had a snowstorm that dumped feet of snow on the city, which is unusual because Florence gets very little snow, if any, most winters. There was so much snow that the rich people in Florence decided that they had to have a good old-fashioned competition. So they hired young artists to make snow sculptures. One rich man in particular decided to hire an artist named Michaelangelo. It's the Michaelangelo. So now remember, this is the same Michaelangelo who painted the ceilings of the Sistine Chapel, who sculpted the Pietà, which is in St. Peter's Basilica. By the way, the Pietà is the only work of art by Michelangelo that he actually signed. So when Michelangelo was commissioned by this wealthy Florentine man to create this snow sculpture, he wasn't even 20 years old yet. It was more than a decade before he created one of his most famous masterpieces, the statue of David. So just think, Michelangelo, this fabulous, magnificent, one-of-a-kind artist, is commissioned to build something as simple as a snowman. But his snowman had parameters. It had to be a heroic snowman. It had to be a giant, tall snowman. It couldn't be a regular, ordinary snowman. It is believed that this snowman that he was commissioned to build in 1494 was a dry run or somewhat of a prototype for David, which he sculpted more than 10 years later. An art historian named Giorgio Vasari said that the people loved Michelangelo's sculpture and they described it as very beautiful. Unfortunately, due to Mother Nature, it had a very short lifespan. As quickly as the snow fell in Florence, that's just as quickly as Michelangelo's snowman sculpture melted. So Michelangelo being commissioned to build a snowman is a little known fact about him. A lot of people that I spoke to had no idea that this ever happened. So the next time you see a snowman or you build a snowman, close your eyes and think of what Michelangelo's snowman must have looked like. Now, this is my snowman. I think he's pretty good. As good as Michelangelo's? Not really, but I think it would be close to what he did. That's our episode for this week. Thanks for joining us for A Few Minutes at Meucci's. Ciao for now.